Hi guys, this is Claire from the Amazon area in Peru, and it's the 16th of May 2022. I want to talk about another plant that has been quite special to me. I mean, most of the plants are special, but this is a very medicinal plant in its own way, and it's called Huito, Huito. It grows in areas where the river overflows at times, so we have a flood time between March and June, and some trees can get, sometimes the tides are high and sometimes they're not so high, so when they are high it can actually come to areas that it hasn't been before for a while, and in that way you can plant plants that are not able to tolerate this kind of inundation, and then you can lose your trees. So this is what happened to me, and I was pretty sad about it because they're not so high every year. And then I ended up really particularly looking for trees that can handle flooding. So the story starts with my neighbor, who was an old lady, and she wanted to cut down her Huito tree, which was very, very tall, really very tall, many stories high, and she wanted to start cutting on it with an axe, and I was getting worried about it because, I mean, in the first place she shouldn't be doing that with her age, and at the same time I was worried that it might start falling over the wrong way and damage my fence. So I asked my workers, the guys that usually work with me, to go and get some, cut this tree properly down. They got a person with a chainsaw who brought the whole tree down in neat pieces, and he took his payment, as payment he took the planks that he sliced up like a cake, sort of. It's a very, very straight tree, much more straighter than other trees, and it doesn't have any side branches until it gets a bit higher up, so it's really a particular tree. This is one of the leaves. I had to get a leaf that had fallen to the ground. I washed it and it's really oily. So this is actually a leaf that's already, starting to color and is finished. Normally they're green, but I couldn't climb up that high to get it, so I wasn't even going to try. But you can see that the leaves are very big. The wood is very white and very nice, so I thought, could I get a little piece from the tree? So I stuck a little side branch, and we stuck it just in the ground, and that's where it's grown. And after about 5 years now, first it started with small fruits, producing small fruits, and now it has really big fruits, which are a bit like a football without the pressure, which is inflating softly. Yeah, so it's soft, and the smell is quite amazing, quite different. It's hard to explain. Yeah, this is another one. It got a little moldy because it's been very rainy lately, and this one fell down and an animal ate it, so you can see the flesh here and the seeds in the middle. But yeah, it propagates quite well with the branches. There's some tribes that actually live with the Huito tree. They're called huitotos, and they are using the tree in different ways. So when you have these fruits, when they're green, when they're smaller, green and shiny, you can harvest them, and you can get a blue-black dye out of it, which the natives use to color their hair, and that's why they sometimes look blue-black. The Shipibos use it quite a bit, and many other people too, but especially the Shipibos, and of course the huitotos. And also they have a time that they actually put this blue-black dye all over their face, completely over their face, so they look blacker than an African man, and they are this stays on your body for about 3 weeks, I had a boyfriend at one stage that wanted me to do it, and my hands were always blue-black on the inside because I put it on his body. I didn't like it because you can hardly recognize who it is. It's really quite a shock to see someone so blue-black around you. But he wanted to do that because he said it was good for the skin, and it got rid of parasites in the skin. Was supposed to be very good. So I think that's what these tribes are using it for as well. Every once in a while they make themselves blue-black. What else can I talk about? Oh yeah, I boil it up. I chop it in pieces, in 8 pieces, and boil it up and make a juice out of it, which is sort of yellow. I'm drinking it, so it's very nice. It has that one has no any sugar in it, but in Peru people put sugar in everything. But this one doesn't actually have sugar in it. It's not too bad. It's not really acidy. It's a little bit pear-like the winter pears that we sometimes have in the West, which we boil up, and it's a little bit like that. So I looked it up on the university sheet of information, and it is really, really good for just about anything on the inside of your body, like the organs. It's very high-level cleaner, and it even if you have a pot which is a little bit stained on the inside, and you boil this stuff in it, it'll all come out. So it's very cleansing, and it cleans your body out from all sorts of residues that are not helpful. It's especially good for bronchial, like bronchitis, and as you drink it, sometimes you start bringing up a little bit, so you can actually cleaning out your throat. So thank you to the Huito, and it's a shame that people here in this area are not using it so much anymore. It's almost like a forgotten tree. It's because they're shifting over more and more to Western civilization and taking medicine from the pharmacy. Of course, the pharmacies have tried to really say that these things are not worth it, but I'm finding them very, very good, and it's very healthy. Very good for your health if you're not feeling too well too. When I had a flu, I would drink it and I was better the next day. So yeah, let's just hope that people don't forget these remedies and reinstate the plants and give them the place that they deserve in our lives, which is a lifesaver, medicine, and food source, and also oxygen source, and beautiful for the face, the eye to look at, and very enjoyable. It feeds your soul to have trees and greenery around you. Okay, I hope you all have a lovely gardens to look at, if you can, and make indoor gardens to help your soul. God bless, and one more little hello goodbye from my beloved Meher Baba, and I hope you have a lovely weekend. Bye bye.